Okay, for this chart, I've already put some test scores in to save some time. I'm going to go and do averages, which we've already done. I use the auto sum, click on average, make sure I'm averaging tests 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I enter, and I can autofill that formula that's in the formula bar all the way down for all 10 students. Now, change scores are a little more complicated. These are going to be an auto sum, but what we're going to do is actually subtract test 1 from test 4 to see if there's been test improvement. So we'll use the sum, but we're going to do test 4, which is E2, minus, subtracting, test 1, and we have our formula, enter, and you can see that that student 1 improved 20 points. We can drag this down, it drags the formula down, and you can see that only 3 students did not improve, although they certainly went down, so you might suspect that there are some other issues that you want to look into. So I'll highlight students 1 and 2. I'm going to chart these change scores. I'll highlight the students, I'll use control, and I'll highlight the change column, and I'm going to insert my chart, and I'm going to use the column chart. And that looks pretty good. I'm going to give my title change scores. I don't need a legend. And at this point, this looks pretty good. I could do some different things, like I could label my data, or I could also do a data table, which actually shows the students down here. In this case, this might be kind of a nice way to do the chart. So I'm going to go ahead with that. And I'm going to finish it, and I'll resize it because it is cutting off the print. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the font. It doesn't need to be so large. And I now have change scores for 10 students. And once again, I can go ahead and change the plot area, format it with fill, and do a 1-color, 2-color fill effect. And I have a pretty decent looking chart. These numbers don't have to be quite that large. Once again, take that down to, and I can actually bold those, and let's see if these look bolded. It looks good, and there's a pretty good change score chart.